between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now he'll tuck it and run. is all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The throw completes to Cam Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
1st and goal from the 6. Now Kaepernick again. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Carson. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wilson. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, twisting away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. And they find Rhodes over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Well, he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Cup with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams 14, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught, block it. And he'll work
across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
Wilson.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Kaepernick now on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
first and 10. Here's Kaepernick. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
10 on the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Akers.
Twisting away. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Flushed out right. His throw here is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's third and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now it's Carson. They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Jalen Ramsey.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Roosevelt Nix, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. That'll be caught by Cup. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. 6. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The 8-yard line before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Colin Kaepernick keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's this week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
To throw, Kaepernick. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It would. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abuka picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Rams 38, Seahawks 13. Michael Dixon to kick.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Kaepernick on the keeper.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
He wants Reynolds way down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Seahawks 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
11 yards. It's second down.
One last shot for Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ran a big offensive explosion, helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.